little cuties. And I can let you outside. No, I don't have any grass for you yet. I'll run up to the store and grab some of that. Let's go. Good morning, friend. Oh. Now we have even more stamina that doesn't matter. Maybe I need to buy that from Hayden. When we hit the museum, drop this stuff off. I'll let you use the forge if you need it, but you better clean up after yourself. Sure thing, cowboy. Summer pond fish set is done. Summer crop set is done. I have one more insect to catch for the summer. And then I've got one more forage that I need to do. Okay. Let's see. Fishing rug. Spring lamp. Bunch of flour. And a bunch of sugar. Alright, let's run down to Hayden's. Alright, so it is grass seed that I can plant, but also use as feed. I probably didn't need to buy any of that because I have a bunch, but whatever. I love that you can buy from the shops, even the NPCs. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so maybe this isn't. I don't know how things work. Whatever. Let's get you. You live there now. Let's at least clear some of this stuff out of their way. Okay. Jewel beetle. Okay. No, don't be dumb. But I can't help it. That's one of those magma beetles. Okay. I really need to get that chest boot outside. What you got? Yes, I need to do more mining. Maybe that's tomorrow me's problem. Because I think it's raining again tomorrow. Oop. Right. Go this way. Go this way. Gotta run home, let our babies out. It's so quiet. I said let him out, but I think I meant let him in. Send inside. Send inside. I was trying to figure out why I was so broke even after picking those watermelons, but turns out you need to put the watermelons up for sale. I get it. Okay. chests in the morning. Such a sweet boy. Seep. Oh shit, I forgot Celine's birthday. I'm doing great. Hi. Oh, Jesus Christ. I probably should be spending some of these points. Oopsie. Range. What do we got here? Almost have been. Okay. We'll drop the currency. Shiny beads. Alright, so that leveled up a bunch of mining or ranching stuff. Alright, so I have 7. Times 4. I need to buy 24. 24. Not 28. 24. Watermelon seeds. Tiny, how you doing, buddy? Grilled corn. I should be able to make grilled corn, right? Do I have salt? Can I buy salt? Do I have to... Sugar, flour, rice, rock salt. I might have some of that, but... Today would be a good day to walk around looking for that last bug. I did, it took me a minute, but I did understand the joke, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the clarification. Oh, I do have the salted watermelon. It's just... Okay. Well, I'll be ready for next Saturday. I have a sunflower for maple. Let me not throw my sword away. Let's head to the beach, see if there's insect or something that I haven't caught down here. Why do I have two? I'm carrying two pickaxes like a dolt. Oh, more coconuts. And that reminds me, there's another foraging thing I haven't done for summer yet. I don't know what to cook today. Well, this is a crisis for all of us. Family Crest Pendant. Once widely adopted in Aldaria, pendants were given to family members who were leaving home for the first time. Okay. Meatball subs. Gosh. I might have to order one. To the mountains. Back from the mountains. Safe travels, Tiny. Let me get this straight here. You gave a worm to the museum. An herald took it, and now it's on display. This town's gone crazy since you arrived. Alright, cowboy. Just simmer down. Simmer down now. Pretty sure these are sesames, but no, they're not sesames. Basil. Is that the one? It is. Fantastic. Let's see if I can get lucky and find that. Okay. Tell me how you really feel, Twit. Alas. Alas, summer bug eludes me. I forgot to make those, chests. He's a good boy. So much watering. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna make 2 chests. This one. Boop. That would be the start of some level of organization. My chimkins are grown already. A shiny bead gifted you by an animal as thanks for your kindness. Surely these treasure beads have some mysterious purpose. Shirley. Please don't call me Shirley. Call me whatever you want, just call me. I need a milk pail or something, don't I? Also need to put the chicken feed back. And acquire more hay. Do. Do I not need a milk pail? Do they just politely milk themselves and leave me bottles? Or do I have to make it a milk pail? That's where the beads are coming in. Okay. That makes sense. just put you guys away for now. I had 2 eggs. Well, did somebody want an egg? Eggs. I wanted 3. All right. So, I still have this second fucking pickaxe. Get rid of that thing. Goodness gracious. I need... Maple wanted something. What she want? Sunflower? Let's do that before I forget again. It's a dragonfly. Just double check. Just in case I'm making false assumptions. But I would never. I also had shit I was supposed to drop off to the... Wow, I am a mess. I mean, unless I already did it. No, sage. That was the last thing I needed, right? Sure, now you're trying to sell it to me. Sorry I missed your birthday. Maple. Where's Maple? Dearest, oh, what in the world? We have... Oh, I forgot. Derek, you came. Hello. I have here a letter from the Royal Society of Entomologists. It congratulates Mystria on its recovery efforts and contributions to the science of entomology. It's wonderful to hear that a society from the capital has taken notice of our hard work. Wow, Luke, that's amazing. It is, isn't it? In recognition of our hard work, they'd like to offer us an opportunity to apply to their apiary and terraria program. Terraria. Keeping bees in apiaries, that would mean access to all kinds of fresh, delicious honey. And terrariums can house bugs and make all sorts of useful things. To be sure we're qualified for the program, the society has asked us to ship them a lot of bugs. I'm good, but there's only so many hours in the day. I could really use your help, Derek. Of course, sure, maybe Raina and Adeline could help too. Just kidding. Well, I guess I could keep a lookout. I suppose if it means we'll get new kinds of honey in stock. But don't worry about it, you two, Derek and I can handle it. After all, this job calls for the professional touch of the true entomologist. If you could ship 20 bugs, Derek, I'll cover the rest, okay? Sure. After you've shipped them, come and see me, okay? Okay. I'm so confused. It's my only gripe about this game is it's so to tell who these people are by the little pips. pudding. Sure. Uh, you know what? I meant to go to the mines and I didn't, so let's go get a little bit of mining done. Even though it's already 3 o'clock. Just kidding. Let's drop this sage off. Yay. Mocha. Go for a mocha. How am I only on level 10? What's happening? I feel like somebody wanted a worm. Called it bait.